correct. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Taken in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Let's go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw here, Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wentz now to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he slings one that's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Wentz. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right?
And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Gurley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Kilgore. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Zach Bond there on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton now to pass. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 10, 1st and goal. Now Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice. He didn't carry it over into the game.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Watch the out, watch the out. Switch. Check. SOS.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
You got and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Saints, nothing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Beyond for the field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. It has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
On 1st down, Baldwin. And he's got the 1st down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Hands it off out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Watch the flag.
Here's Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta.
For the Falcons.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Rager. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3 on the play. 1st down, Saints.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Baldwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st down.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Falcons.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
For the Falcons.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Number 41, incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is just a 24-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Wentz now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wentz. on Wentz is intercepted yet again. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I got it. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
52-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
On the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this right back to Reagor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Baldwin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. It's ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
They'll run on 1st down. Baldwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
stepping, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for 2. Wentz going to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Falcons 27, Saints 9.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again they run with Gurley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And this returnable for Rager. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across. The 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz going deep here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On second down now. It's Baldwin, and this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Baldwin, and they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Taking on the midfield logo. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In your face. Mark 54. Mark 54.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Wentz. He hits Baldwin right side. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Saints
throwing on first is Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Saints 16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
3-yard line.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
First down, Saints.
Again, it's Wentz. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Down, New Orleans.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
I'm coming after you. 54,
off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Baldwin. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
He's got to double up. Slam.
81. Now Wentz. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal.
Saints 24.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Check. 31's the mic. You must be. 31's the mic. Let's set a tone.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And Jones has it over the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now for Crosby. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 34, Saints 24.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wentz to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Saints first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose, and the Falcons grab it. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And quickly finding Rager. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Ito Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
No gain there on first.